Chinese archery, presented by Dr. Guo Jianguo. 今天晚上我们最精彩的节目呢，是我们很荣幸请到了郭少波博士，他是武术博士，很了不起啊！不只是一个武术的那个师傅啊，更是个武术博士啊。他在这里呢，会给我们做一个中国传统摄影的介绍简介我相信呢，郭老师他真是非常对中国武术真是有非常丰富的资讯非常多的这个学养所以都让我们叹为观止。他今天只是拿他最小的一部分来给我们看那我相信你们会对中国的摄影会大开眼界，会有一个崭新的认识So it's our honor to have 郭老师 here. So we pass the time to him.
Good evening, everybody. The first time we walked into this hallway, I said, "What the heck this guy come from?" I'm from North Shore, but this dress I have today is come from ancient China. The robe which I wear are the military robe of the Han Dynasty, which is about 2,300 years ago in China, and roughly have a very short period of time overlap with the Roman Empire. The beginning of the Han Dynasty, almost the Roman times, almost the end of it. Right? This armor, anything you see, the leather goods is I made myself. This is a reproduction by myself, which in China we call the fish scale armor. Each pieces are made separately and then interlaced together. And the beauty of this one is very, very light and very, very flexible. If you wear this one, you can do your yoga, no problem at all. Alright? And it's very light. In the same period of time in the Roman, they evolved the armor into one direction. And actually, before Roman time, China and Europe, the bronze armor are very, very similar. So I went to look at their museum piece, and was so surprised. There's no difference between Chinese bronze armor, which found in the Chengqiu like 3,000 years ago. But at the beginning of the Han Dynasty, 2,300 years ago, Roman armor development and the follow-up European period time, they moved into solid piece and thicker piece. In China, we move into smaller piece, lighter, and also interlaced together. You will find a similar shape, individual shape pieces in the carving in Egypt, but they were nailed to leather piece or fabric piece under, so that fixed the material under. In the Chinese, even the shape the same, the way they interlace, make it so flexible. Once you hit one point, the pressure will propagate immediately. And in the battle, when one piece gets broken, hopefully you didn't get hurt or die, and you still have time, you can take one piece away and replace with another piece very easily. You can do overnight, next morning you are fresh again. Right? Okay, today, I will focus not on the dress I wear or armors I wear. I just bring you to the ancient China. Alright? And our topic will be the archery of ancient China. Alright? For most of the Chinese now, today, they don't know what the ancient Chinese archery is. And they never have a chance to practice at all. But even though our lives are highly engaged with ancient archery, and no matter you practice archery or not, let me show you one first character. Anyone know what the character is? Knowledge. Zhi. Right? Means knowledge. This character, the left side, this portion, the left side is arrow. It's this one. Right? It's an arrow. And right hand side is a mouse. In China, we use this word as knowledge. Why this knowledge? The left side, the arrow, means the experiences, the knowledge of hunting and the war business. Alright? The whole thing, like we go into the history, the one old man, and and show the younger here. They sit in the circles around the fire. And the old man teaches all the knowledge he accumulated in his life about the hunting and about the war. And in the ancient time, all men must know how to hunt and how to fight. Therefore, the old man's mouth talking about hunting and war is the most important knowledge for the ancient men. So the word of zhi, knowledge, will even used today. So it doesn't matter if you practice archery or not, your life actually associated with archery. Alright? Okay, so let's see next slide please. Anyone saw this picture? Yeah, right. Great, isn't it? Yeah, she has a marvelous archery technique. Alright, watch her right hand. Alright? She uses 3-finger hold the string. Alright? I'll explain later on. The next one. Alright, next slide. Alright? You have a better view of what she's doing. And also, on the hips, there's a quiver. Later we'll also talk about quiver. Okay, the next one. And probably it's a PG-13, I believe, or 18, I forget. Alright, it's a Hunger game. Alright, this girl actually uses archery to survive. Unfortunately, her right hand is totally wrong. Nobody should shoot off the back of the fist. Alright, but right hand is correct. This one is called Mediterranean style or Mediterranean release. Alright, and what is Chinese archery? Are we using the same thing? Strictly speaking, no, we use different way. Alright? So let's introduce every element of Chinese archery. Okay, the next one. Okay, safety rules. If you have a chance to come forward, don't touch the bow unless you was allowed to do so. And never dry fire your bow and never hold a bow towards a person. Doesn't matter if you have an arrow or not. If you do want to practice archery, and I give you a warning, you only put your arrow on the bow when your foot stand on the line and point to the field down the road. And the field is clear. Alright? So when you play with archery, the safety is number one. Alright? Okay, so let's go for the next one. Okay, archer's ring. That makes a basic difference between Chinese ancient archery and the European or Mediterranean style. And in my thumb, there's a ring. In the Manchurian time, all the noble family or big high officers in the rank in the court, they all wear this thumb ring. Because Manchurian conquered the whole China on the horseback and with the bow and arrow. So their first emperor in China give the order to the following descendant to say, as a Manchurian, you will never forget horseback riding and your archery. So all the Manchurian men wear the thumb rings all the time. Right? This also indicate how rich they are, and also indicate they are conventions. They never forget. And okay, so if you look at the left-hand side, the top and the right hand or the bottom one are two archery rings you will see in the Royal Ontario Museum. And this two rings in the museum, they said, is about 6,000 and older. Alright? And they said this is J. I don't believe it. I look at it, the top one more like a bone ring to me. Alright? The right hand side is about 2,500 years old. In China, it's made with real Chinese jade. And I like this particular archery ring, and I use quite a lot. Okay, today I have a few to show you. Okay, this type of a ring we call the dish style. Alright, and also made. This ring are very popular in Korea, India, Turkey, and Hungary. Right? This type of ring is very popular. In China, also, a lot of Chinese using this one, right? And the Manchurian, using a cylindrical type, is just a cylinder like this. And this is made with an air horn, very typical Manchurian archery in the early days, before they conquered the whole China. And this one, actually, from your teacher, Zhang, as a gift to me, that's the jade ring, and normally used by Manchurian as an indication of their social status. Alright? Okay, my favorite one is this one. And actually, I'm copying the one on the right hand side. That's my favorite one. But how the ring was used in ancient China? In the Shi, the oldest poetry book of China, in there, there's a poetry. A young girl described her boyfriend. And she said, oh, he looks marvelous. And he reached the age of 16. And he's allowed to wear the ring. And at that time, any boy over 16 is start to wear a leather archery ring. And that means you are ready for the battle. And you are ready for your country. And when the country was attacked, and shoot balls to protect the country. Alright? So, this is the very ancient one, made with leather. And this is the power horn, and we use this one. But the major difference between the first few pictures you see, they use a military style using a 3-finger. And easy to shoot, I totally agree with it. But utilize 3-finger, and the tendon can get a lot of stress. Alright? So, normally, the European bow, roughly about 60 pounds to 80 pounds. That's about it. Alright? And so you were 3-finger, fine. In China, the military bow actually starts with 80 pounds. And 120-pound military bow is very common. If you're shooting a bow that heavy with a 3-finger, after a few weeks, you're going to tendonitis. And your finger cannot extend anymore. Alright? So the Chinese using a thumb ring to hook the string with your thumb. And use the index finger to lock the thumb. And the other 3-finger actually holding additional arrow in your palm. Then you pull like this way, like this. So your finger never really take a